What up? It's Guru Jojo, and I'm going to be doing the tarot forecast for the earth signs this time. So basically, this is a new moon tarot forecast. The new moon is today, technically, because now it is the 24th. So it's going to be in 4 degrees, the zodiac sign of Aries. Aries is all about the assertion. All right, the way that you activate your willpower, the things that you desire, and you actively go out to reach these desires, more so quick desires and passions. So I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get a piece of food, or I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep, which that may be more of a Pisces thing, but just the assertion of whatever is intended at the moment or for a short period of time. So right now, as it relates to that energy, we're focusing more upon the structure of it. We're focusing more on building something that's more stable for ourselves. So we're essentially combining the energy of like Capricorn or Saturn with the zodiac sign of Aries. So making responsible assertions. This is like creating a government for yourself, basically, or maybe with another person. So some people may be more intended to, marriage. Maybe that's something that is desired. We can even say that there's more of a Scorpio vibe to this, but I feel like, I don't even need to get that deep into it. I just started talking. So anyway, I'm using the traditional tarot and also these new oracle cards I got, the blind spot oracle cards. Taurus, right? Virgo and Capricorn. This is your reading. You can apply this to your sun sign. You can apply it to your moon sign or your rising sign as well. I'm going to be starting with Taurus. Just doing a little shuffle. All right. I felt like that card wanted to come out, honestly. It really did, but then I hesitated midway, so I'm gonna pick like 2 cards then in that case. You know what? How much is this? Another 2? Whoa. See, Taurus? You're gonna be manifesting a lot. Either you're manifesting a lot or you're blocking a lot at this time, because I didn't intend on picking 3 cards. I'm actually trying to pull 1 card out of this oracle deck for each sign, but maybe this is actually intended for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, so Taurus, this is yours. All right, so this is card number 75. All right, and it looks like some Tauruses could be facing basically a situation where they could be having either a limited scope of view. Like, okay, this looks like almost like a retina scan or something in the back of the eyeball, like the optic nerve, right? And it looks like, some Taurus have gained access to their pineal gland in some way. So it's like they're suddenly more so able to see, the peripherals. So you could be looking straight ahead at something, but I could still see what's over there, and I could still sort of see what's over there. But apply that dynamic to your spiritual awareness. Others, it's the opposite. Their spiritual awareness is too tunnel vision to the point that it's black here and it's black there. That would be glaucoma, physically speaking. So that's what I feel like a lot of Tauruses may be going through at this time. I'm going to read the actual meaning out of this book. Now, the meaning in this book most likely is going to tell us where there may be, ironically, a blind spot in your life. And this is very important because it'll be able to allow you to know, you know, what we've been blocking and how we can make change, and therefore we can live more happy lives, you know. So let's see, card number 75. All right, so it says incompatibility. So incompatibility is present and you are not seeing or acknowledging it. This could be incompatibility with anything such as another person, a living environment, a health or spiritual practice, a group, or a job. You're being called to stop trying to force a square peg into a round hole and accept this incompatibility so you can allow yourself or someone else to gravitate to what is compatible instead of continuing to try to change what will not change. So it looks like there's like possibly like an acceptance issue, accepting that there is compatibility or accepting that something's not compatible. More than likely, there is some incompatibility that we're coming towards. Well, specifically Taurus, sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign. Let's see what else. This says like any. There's like italics here. So it says, there are other times when the pain we feel in changing to align with people, things, and circumstances is not the pain of growth, but the pain of denying who we really are and trying to make ourselves into something that we're not. So a lot of Tauruses in particular are experiencing, you know, a situation where they're not seeing their pain in the right way. So again, a lot of people are getting this, a lot of signs are getting this, like, I think we all kind of are getting this, like, situation in which we need to start to learn to perceive even negative circumstances and look for the benefits in it somehow, no matter how negative the circumstance may be. It says, like, either you're resisting your true self or you're resisting perceiving the truth in a situation, basically. So, you know, a lot of times this is because we are not expanding our minds enough. So Tauruses are being gravitated to see more. And you know, Taurus could be stubborn. So it's like you got to remove the lock that was created around your field of view of like your third eye, basically. Like your third eye is like real locked in. And you know, on a mundane scale, this is as simple as like, you know, some people are going to say, oh, well, stop brushing your teeth with the fluoride toothpaste and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's more practical. But, you know, a lot of times the spiritual inclined people, they're very connected to the mental realm. And some could say emotional realm too. But, like, if you start to expand the way that you think and you're able to kind of think at various angles, so there's something that needs to be changed as it relates to how you're perceiving information in your life. So I'm going to pick out the rest of the cards, Taurus. Spirit, what are the rest of the divine messages that the zodiac sign of Taurus shall receive at this time? All right, first card is the Ten of Cups here. So we could have trouble perceiving the reality of the things that we've become emotionally tied to or have strong emotional bonds and connections with. Ten of Pentacles too. Yeah, there's like a legacy. Okay, some Tauruses are born in a particular family in which they're supposed to follow, you know, the family business, or they were forced into a relationship, a marriage, a home situation in which they really didn't. It's like there's a very dreamy vibe to it. It may not be really what it is, if that makes sense. Others are very connected to like a spiritual family. Some may be planning to have a marriage, perhaps. For some reason, I'm getting like a marriage vibe, and a lot of family will be there. Queen of Swords. All right, could be dealing with air sign Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or this could be yourself. There was a relationship where the love wasn't really there. The relationship was strictly for the business aspect of the relationship, and it was like too much of the focal point, and now you're a person who kind of went your own separate way. Like you're a single person and you're focused on like thinking, like anything that has to do with like philosophy, or like there's some sort of education you may be taking up. The Moon card, some sort of insecurity here as well though, for some particular reason. So Tauruses, a lot of Tauruses live a very happily home and family life. Now this is like your full house family. I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but it's like one of those type of families like that you see on TV and on like certain networks. And this family also is backed and supported by some sort of financial promises. A lot of Tauruses have been broken out of those boundaries, those limitations that was only serving a false, pleasurable vision or scope of the world around them, especially people, places, and things that they care about. And they're now having to operate more alongside or in a balanced fashion with their ego, in a sense, with their emotional body. I'm tired as fuck, my nigga. So there's something going on, right, where someone in your life, okay, has a lot of insecurities. So be careful, because these are the type of people, especially this combination, where there could be people trying to, you know, take from you or manipulate something. But the Queen of Swords generally is a very intelligent card, so it could just be the case that it dies over quickly. All right. Clarifiers. Ten of Cups popped out. I'm sorry, Nine of Cups. So some Tauruses are receiving some sort of luck. A lucky situation could be coming up, but it could be very light, to be honest. It looks like it's just like something where you could have just been having a good time wherever you're at, but it wasn't necessarily anything to directly impact your life. Judgment card. So too much grandiose energy, too much relatability to specific groups of people. What happens is you start to open up a portal for people to judge you. So be careful with that, with the arrogance. All right. A lot of people right now are judging people's home life and whatnot, you know. Be careful who you talk to. Make sure you're talking to somebody you actually trust. Overall, I pretty much just see, you know, there's a legacy home that you could have came from that environment, and you know, it has dreamy like vibes pretty much, because it's not reality, it's something I was dreaming about, right? And then with the Queen of Swords here in the Moon card, this is a person who's quite logical and rational in every approach that they take, but with a pretty strong emphasis in what they do. So like, so, you know, that's pretty much what I'm seeing right now at this time. That was for Taurus. All right, so for Virgo, the card that fell out was this card here, and it's card number 76. So just remember, I pulled 3 cards when I was starting with Taurus, and I said I was going to utilize those 3 for the 3 earth signs. So yeah, just making sure, like, because I realized that you couldn't really see the cards here. So anyways, with card number 76 here, what I'm seeing is that there could be the need to attend to something that could be invading our space that we don't want to be there. All right, so almost like a virus, okay, is what I'm seeing, or some sort of bacteria that is not going to be beneficial at all. Some people may be feeling like a bug or something like that, some Virgos, or others may just be working on the removal of unwanted energy. And that's what's going to be best for most Virgos right now. Learning how to filter out or remove particular unwanted energies. I'll show the card one more time. All right, so with that being said, Spirit, can I please have divine messages for the zodiac sign of Virgo? You can apply this to your sun, moon, or rising sign, Virgo. So let's go. Our first card here is the Knight of Cups. So there could be love, all right, prominent in your life, or love coming your way. You could be going on a date or something like that, or someone wants to ask you on a date. But there's a limitation here with the Devil card here, okay? The person could have addiction problems, or an addiction could be getting in the way of this relationship gaining any substance or becoming anything. Others are in a relationship in which there's a person who comes in their life quite often. They don't leave quickly, but they're just one of those people that always get into the same shit. Like, it's that person that you may hit up when you're in certain moods and whatnot, and it's just like they're not doing you any good, okay, is what I'm seeing. Also, this person may be an emotional manipulator. Like, a card fell, so I'm going to grab it. It's the Empress. But I'm also seeing that you could be attracted an emotional manipulator. This could also be yourself. An emotional manipulator is what I'm seeing. And this could be what you're attracting. A person who controls things behind the scenes. They could be water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces individual. I'm also getting a Sagittarius vibration with the Devil card in combination with this Knight of Cups. The Empress card popped out here too. All right, so with that being said, there is something new that you're planting, okay? All right, 3 of Wands here. You're about to receive a good opportunity, most likely, Virgos. This could be to fund or to somehow help with the growth of some sort of endeavor or a trip. Some Virgos are trying to travel abroad or something like that. And it looks like that's going to be a lucky, beneficial situation for them. The energy that we need to pull ourselves away from, that our immune system perhaps is learning to, you know, build certain limits possibly, is the card that's related to that also is the Devil card, all right? So we're trying to break away, break those chains, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are, you know, a lot of people complain, but it's like, if we can be like safe doing something, that's what's more important. I'm gonna go ahead and clarify the cards here. 2 of Wands. So yeah, in the past, you kind of got ready for this particular activity. You started it and you didn't finish. That's what I'm seeing. And now that opportunity may be granted back to you. Like, it's a strong possibility. All right, that's for Virgos. Capricorn, your next Cappies. So the card that was pulled for Capricorn is card number 18. And I'm seeing things just taking a new direction, like the direction that you usually go, or the direction that you usually react to. Okay, this could be as simple as you hear something, you see something, you feel something, all within a pretty close time frame, right? Let's say you're like walking outside, a dog barks, the cloud goes in front of the sun, so suddenly it gets dark. And let's say that you see your friend walking down the block. What information out all that information did you mostly pick up on, and then like what did you leave out? Like right now at this time, we're almost like shifting our energy so that it can see things at different angles more naturally. There also may be a change to the wind element in some way. I'm going to read the card number 18, and see what's up. I'm seeing too, like machinery operating and stuff. All right, so basically, this card in particular, it reads avoidance. All right, it says, you are holding an approach to something that feels too difficult to face. In that way, most psychological blind spots are a form of avoidance. To force yourself out of silence, okay, and start to actually like explain and communicate with others, things are going to change for you a lot. Right now, you're avoiding blessings. The card is called the avoidance card. So all right, go ahead and pull the rest of these cards. Capricorn sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign. Okay, this card went to pop out. So it looks like you could be traveling away from home or traveling back to your hometown. There's some sort of potential, okay, for something, but it's just like one of those things where you get like real annoyed of doing stuff back to back to back, and now you got to do another one back to back to back. Like, so that's what I feel like is going on possibly right now. Here it looks like after you move yourself through this process, okay, this could be as simple as helping a friend to move, helping someone in a situation, in a difficult situation. This could be somebody returning back in your life, okay, temporarily. They want an opportunity if they are. 3 of Cups. Eight of Swords. All right, so what I'm pretty much seeing is that some of us are moving on from a situation. There was a difficult situation we faced for a long period of time, and we're now seeing the opportunity to move on. We now see it being physically possible, whereas in the past we could have had some sort of like bond that we couldn't seem to break away from. Now it's perceivable in your imagination, and it's thus reflecting in your thinking, and you may actually manifest into traveling away, or this person's leaving. Some people are just working through the motion every day. Like lately they've been very bored. They've been really locked up in their head. Okay, a lot of Capricorns in particular. This reading's for Capricorn. So that could be what's going on too. So it's like you're going to work every day and just like working through the motions, but it's nothing too motivating. You just know you have to do it. There's an opportunity coming your way, a new endeavor, right? And a new way to assert yourself, or you have the ability to take part in a passionate situation. It could be anything. Some people, it's some sort of party or group endeavor, people that you care about, networking and stuff. And then the 8 of Swords comes up, which, you know, there could be some sort of exceeding one's limits, okay? Doing too much. And it's causing you to have blurry or cloudy type of vision. And yeah, so I mean, the only other thing I see in this card is there's people who are like nomads. They like to kind of take a lot of trips, okay, and start something new. Like, these are people who like to start something new all the time. So there could be a party, okay? There could be a party, and that could be what this opportunity is. This opportunity could be something related to a party, a get-together, gathering, networking in some way. And then with the 8 of Swords, again, there's just some sort of mental blockage. And this could either be because you've limited yourself to thinking in that manner, or this could be as simple as, there's like 3 ways technically. The other way is like it was just fate, like it was something that just happened. But the third way is by manipulating the public, like by manipulating physical things in a dark way. And this would be like they're scheming basically. So I'm just getting a clarifier. Oh, low power mode. There we go. Okay, clarification. 5 of Pentacles. Definitely felt a sense of not belonging to a particular group or family, okay? And this kind of kept you at odds with traditional families. It could even just be what you're attracted to or what you attract in general, but you've felt a sense of being left out in the cold in some sort of way, especially as it relates to financial situations. Like things didn't go as fairly. So, oh yeah, I want to pull one more clarifier for this ending part of the reading. Oh. Cards jumping at me and stuff today. I don't know. All right. The Fool card is here. So, in the past, you took a flying leap of faith in a situation. It looks like whatever this was, it left you with a little bit of a lack of resources, but you're good. Like, you're good, but it's just that the resources that you went back to probably, like, just again last month, is like you're freaking out over it, right? But it's like one of those things, like, you know. So make sure that you have a pretty clear mind, a direction. But when you do obtain a clear mind and direction, do not forget to say hello to other people, or like at least show some sort of appreciation and gratitude. You're moving on to calmer waters. Wherever you came from, there was a lot of damage, a lot of gossip, a lot of crap going on. You got out of the environment. Looks like you obtained a new job, and you also have this opportunity possibly coming towards your way. So that's pretty much what I see for Capricorn right now at this time. Thank you for watching. Blessings, light, and love. Peace out.